Ooh, yo, yes, sir. We live and we back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, here today, bringing you another edition of my third and goal series. We talking QBs week 3, but before we do that, y'all be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, turn your notification bell on, man, so you know when the videos drop every week, and you can be here rocking with your boy. All right. Now, y'all know what we got first. We got the lineup review, getting into my breakdown of how I did for the week. And yeah, looking at my best lineup and seeing what we did right, what we did wrong here. And we're gonna get into the breakdown. This is my best lineup right here. This is in the $3.20 max, 100K the first right here. We came in the money. That's way down the list, but put up 156, and let's get into the breakdown. All right, if you caught my live before lock, man, tell you the live before lock very crucial. Y'all gotta make sure y'all catching that every Sunday about 2 hours before lock. I said pay up from the chalk, Najee Harris, and things at the running back spot. The chalk Najee Harris and the chalk Chris Carson. I said getting two pay up options at running back will give you a very different build, and that's what we try to focus on right here on this lineup. All right, we went Derrick Henry and Austin Eckler, two pay up options. I thought Derrick Henry was in a nice spot, especially I knew he'd be low on and going and what should be a high scoring game going against the Seattle Seahawks. So he pretty much carried the lineup for us right here. Got him at 7%. He gave us almost 51 fantasy points. Wanted to go Austin Eckler, highest total game on the slate. Wanted to get a piece of it, and I knew it would be different from the Dak Prescott stacks and the Justin Herbert stacks. So we wanted to go Austin Eckler and try to take advantage of some of that scoring and what would be and what was the highest total game on the slate, even though it didn't get there. But then after that, we paired with my stack, man. If you caught my tweet, if you follow us on Twitter at DFS Goose, make sure you go follow. You'll know I tweeted about 30 minutes before lock. My favorite stack was the Buffalo Bills stack. I think we just got a little unlucky here, right here. I thought this was a sneaky game for the over here. The over was pushing 50-49. I thought it had a decent chance of going over, but we got a little unlucky, and Tua getting hurt in the first quarter undoubtedly hurted some of the scoring in this game, and ultimately led to a Buffalo Bills blowout with the offensive production that we wanted. They got 5 touchdowns, and just the majority of them came on the ground. So that definitely going to hurt any stack you have with the QB, especially when you're trying to take advantage of those passing stats. So we got a little unlucky here. They won 35-0 going against Miami. Like I said, if Tua plays, maybe they score a little more. Maybe we can eke another touchdown out from Allen or one of the receivers or something like that. But went with Allen, Diggs, and Emmanuel Sanders just to get a little different. As I felt like Diggs would be more chalky than what he was, but he came in at 6. I knew Allen would be right around where he was. He came in a little lower than expected at 5%. And I went Emmanuel Sanders. I knew Cole Beasley was kind of a popular receiver as well. So, but all in all, like I said, not much from my stack here. We ran it back with Waddle. Waddle was getting into a nice groove until Tua went down, so we was expecting more of a shootout right here instead of the one-sided game that it was. Finishing out lineup, went Kyle Pitts. If you caught the live for lock, he was one of my favorite tight end plays. Felt like he should. We liked his role in the matchup where we knew they would have to throw the ball a lot. Nice production here. Gave us 12 DK points. Didn't just needed a touchdown from him, but very solid target. He's gonna be a solid player all year. Coming in at my flex spot, went Osborne right here. This is where you get a little lucky at, but a part of being lucky is knowing the spots, knowing where to be. And if you caught my live before lock, I told you I love this Minnesota offense. I love going against the Arizona Cardinals. I like Kirk Cousins, one of my favorite sneaky stacks as well, with that him and Cook and Jefferson for the Minnesota Vikings. But I said I liked every part of the offense, and me wanting to get access to that, needed a salary saver. Went to Osborne right here. Luckily, he caught a bomb for us. Ended up with one TD reception, 91 yards on 5 catches for the day. Gave us 20 fantasy points. Very solid on at under 2% on. This whole lineup was very low on, so if my stack did a little better, we would have had a real chance of winning a solo, taking it down in this one. But there you have it. Oh, at the bottom, my defense Eagles. We always pay down for defenses. Don't really. It's so variable at defense. I don't think it matters too much in my opinion. But that's my best lineup. 156. It was a rough weekend for us. We got a little bit of our investment back, but we lost the majority of it. But we're gonna try to get back on a winning track this week. We're gonna jump right into these QBs. What y'all here for? So let's get to it, man. Oh, also shout out to Shark Killer for winning the contest. The contest was who's gonna be the highest scoring tight end. We had a couple people get the right actual answer, which was Gronk, but Shark Killer got his comment in first, so he is the winner. Shout out to him, man. Make sure you get your PayPal info to me in the comment section of this video or where I hit you up at so I can get your winnings out to you. Alright? But now let's get into this QBs, man. At the top, my favorite QB this week, absolute favorite. He's gonna be chalky. I don't care. I love the game environment. I think I'm just gonna have to go here and get different somewhere else. But Justin Herbert going against the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the highest total games on the slate. The Chiefs are going to score. The Chiefs are going to score. But here's the thing: that defense this year has been giving it up. They're averaging like 33 real life. Defense is giving up 33 real life points a game, and I like this Charger offense. Justin Herbert is slinging this ball. He got certified weapons in Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, even Austin Eckler out the backfield. I think they're going to move the ball and score a lot on a very shaky Kansas City defense. I like the over in this matchup and everything, man. I know it's going to be a little bit chalky, but I don't care right here, man. I'm going to have to eat some of that chalk right here with Justin Herbert, my absolute favorite player at QB this week, all right? Coming in at my second play this week. He probably going to be slightly chalky as well, as this is another one like the second highest total on the slate. Good game environment. They're expecting this to be a shootout as well. This guy is Matthew Stafford, man. Matthew Stafford in this game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're actual 1.5 point favorites. This Tampa Bay offense is looking legit, man. They're in rhythm. Tom Brady is surgical right now. They're going to score the ball. And if Stafford and the Rams are favorite, they're gonna have to be keeping up. This offense can score. You're gonna have to get some Stafford in your lineup. I think they do score, but I like Tampa Bay to win in a shootout. I like the over in this game. You gotta like some Matthew Stafford. And he got defined weapons and Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods out there. Man, this should be a very great game right here. I like Stafford this week. All right. Now, being that I gave y'all two chalky QBs, y'all know I really like to fade the chalk. I like to go different spots. I got something special for y'all. I normally give you three. I'm going to give you two QBs right here. And they coming from the same game, a game I like to go over this week, sneaky over potential. And the first QB in that game, who I love his price on, I love the price on both of these guys down here, man. That guy is Matt Ryan. Yep. Want to take a look at Matt Ryan going against the New York Giants. This New York Giants defense has been pretty solid against the run, but not that good against the pass this year. Going against an Atlanta Falcons team who doesn't really have a run game, who really need to pass more than they do. They should just air it out more. And I think this last week's matchup against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, even though they got crushed, they started to get a little rhythm offensively. Even though it was towards the end, some of the guys out there I know. But those type of things go a long way towards confidence and the offense really gelling. So I like what I saw from them in this game last week. Even though they got crushed, I'm just talking about gelling from an offensive standpoint. Going against a New York Giants team that has given it up to the likes of Taylor Hickey from the Washington football team. My bad. He torched them last week for 336 yards. I think Matt Ryan might be a little bit better than Hinkie and the Washington football team passing attack down. Now, I like rolling the dice with Matt Ryan right here. In a game, I like to go over. It's already a solid total. I think it's 48, 49 points right here. So approaching that 50 mark where you like to be, where I like to be, so to speak. So I like Matt Ryan, all right? And as a bonus pick, you should know it by now. Staying in that same game, I'm gonna go right to the other side and go to Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones in this matchup. Don't look now, but Daniel Jones has quietly put together two solid fantasy performances through the first 2 weeks of the season. You see him right there. He's averaging 26 fantasy points at 5,800. That is nice production, and also nobody's mentioning the fact he has over 100 plus yards rushing and two rushing TDs so far through 2 weeks in the season. I'm not saying you can look for that every week, but just know that's in the range of outcomes. In a matchup against the Falcons that I expect to score the ball, I expect this to be a close game, so I expect them to be trading points here. And the Giants should be leaning more to throwing as they haven't quite unleashed Saquon Barkley yet. They've been easing them back into it. So they're not been the first couple of weeks they haven't been running the ball very well, and it hasn't quite gelled. Couple that with the fact that they're playing the Atlanta Falcons team who gives it up to opposing QBs, and Daniel Jones has been very solid the first 2 weeks. I like Daniel Jones. My added bonus play for y'all. Very sneaky GPP play, millionaire maker. Him and Matt Ryan both. I like these two guys. There y'all go. Give y'all them two to make up for the very two chalky QBs I gave y'all in the beginning, man. That's going to do it for us here today. If you made it this far and you haven't hit the subscribe or the like button, what are you waiting on, man? You obviously was liking what you're seeing or interested enough. We get this same content every week, all right? Hit the subscribe button, my man. That's going to do it for us, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow with my running backs videos, all right? Let's go.